Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me right now is Wolfgang Kirsch. He's the co-CEO of Shelly Group. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is SLYG on Frankfurt, and Shelly Group will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase Vegas, in partnership with MicroCap Club, taking place April 22 through 24, 2025 at the Paris Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. For more information, to see Wolfgang, to meet one-on-one, to see his presentation in Vegas, please register to attend at planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Wolfgang, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm great, and you?
Well, surviving. We're 6 weeks out from the event, man. Like I don't even know where my brain is. But anyways, I probably said that same joke last year in our interview. So, for those who've watched all our interviews, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix. Anyways, Wolfgang, like I said, we did an interview together last year. We've done a couple interviews on due diligence and stuff like that. But before we get into an update, anything like that, for people that aren't aware of Shelly Group and know the story, can you give that quick overview of the company?
Of course. Yeah, we are Shelly. We are doing smart home, smart building solutions, energy management solutions. We are very well known in Europe. We are not that well known in the United States at the very beginning of our development. We are known for outperforming the market. So that's something general positive, that we are in a positive market. The smart home and energy management market is growing like 10-15% year over year. We are usually growing 3-4 times as fast as the market. And like that we did last year. We grew to 107 million euro revenue, 42% more than the year before. We kept our EBIT margin on round about 25%. So we realized 26 million euro EBIT. So everything as it was before, and yes, we reached our targets. We overreached them a little bit. We gave our targets for this year, so we plan to reach a revenue between 145 and 155 million euros, which is again 40% growth. Market in Europe is a bit tougher right now. It's maybe plus 10, so we plan to be 4 times as fast as the market. And EBIT should be between 35 and 40 million. So everything as is, and we do not expect bad surprises. If we expect surprises, they're usually positive.
Absolutely. Well, you kind of stole my thunder with the next question there, but maybe you can give me a full wrap. We did our last interview, we published that April 2024 last year. So, aside from some of the numbers and everything like that, you also stated some goals for 2024 in that last interview. So maybe, you can address, did you hit the main goals that you were hoping to hit for 2024? What were they and why did you hit them? As well as maybe a full recap,
Of
anything that
course.
we missed.
Yeah. So the main goal, of course, is to reach revenue and profitability. That's what we are doing. But beside that, how did we do that, and what are the main drivers for our revenue growth? We are expanding in Europe country by country. We are quite strong in the German-speaking region, Germany, Austria, Switzerland. We realized a bit less than 50% of our revenue there last year. One of the goals was that we want to grow faster outside of that main region than inside that main region. So rest of Europe grew above 50%, the DACH region a bit below. Rest of the world, small segment for us, that's United States and Asia, grew 85% last year, mainly driven by Asia, which is very good news for us. And this was partially planned because we are not investing a lot, but we see a huge demand, and we do this via our office in Shenzhen that originally was planned to just control the factories, and now the guys start to sell, and they sell with a very good success, and it's really growing month over month. That's quite nice. So one source of revenue growth above the market is expansion in new countries. The second one is we are known as being a do-it-yourself first brand. We have 70%, last year, 70% share in do-it-yourself business, 30% already in professional business. The year before it was 80-20. The year before it was 90-10. So we grow into the professional market with more and more professional products. We have a technology advantage. I usually say, without having all the details, but we are outperforming our competition by 10 times. So we have the first products on the market that we published or showed in Vegas at the CES this year that are multi-protocol. So they are doing The main protocols like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Matter, of course, Zigbee. We have a separate line of Z-Wave products that are quite good in the US or for the US. And we have included more and more standards that are important for professional market, like KNX. That's a standard that is used in professional installations in Europe a lot. So that's one of the drivers going into this market. And then we have new products. We made an acquisition middle of last year of a very small company in the Netherlands, or not even the company. We acquired just the assets. They are in smart lock business. We did not have smart door locks so far. Now we have smart door locks. We have upgraded the product a little bit. We have made it a bit cheaper. The first ones are now in mass production, will arrive in the second quarter this year. And they are already integrated in the Shelly system. That means if you open your smart door lock, your house or your apartment knows you're at home and switches everything to I'm at home mode. So that's one of the typical use cases. And we have more categories in the pipeline. We plan to launch cameras this year, security cameras in the last quarter. And we have a couple of more surprises that we are not talking about that will be really killers on the market. So for this year, everything fine. And for last year, we managed to get everything that we planned, more or less.
So Wolfgang, I got another follow-up question for you, and it's gonna be an annoying one. You ready for an annoying question?
Of
Love
course.
it. Okay, I love you know me now well enough. I ask it every once in a while. Okay. Well, AI is kind of crazy right now. People love
Yeah.
talking about AI, especially when you're talking about, if there's a hardware with the software component type business. And it kind of makes sense to me that there would be something there with you guys where, if you have a user that's, maybe not as DIY oriented and not great at connecting all the devices, but want to use your products, where you can be like, all right, well, here's an AI solution that can help you actually connect everything easier. You just have to say exactly what you want, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you're the tech guys out, or your team is the tech guys, simplifying. But I don't know, is there an AI component that you guys are working on or that's already available? I'm sure folks would be interested in that.
Yes. So first of all, there are a lot of platforms working on that. There is not a single platform where this works right now. So saying just put a scene in place that switches on the light in my living room whenever I enter the garage or whatever. It's not there, it's coming. We have that, we are working on that as well. We have launched the first basic AI functions beginning of this year in our application. That is a detection of functioning household appliances. So if your fridge or your washing machine has a strange behavior in energy consumption, we read that and we can warn you and say, please check something is wrong with your fridge. So that's a very early stage. We are as well, we launched last year, or already the year before, but last year we got the first revenues from what we call our premium application. That's an app where customers pay for, and that's nothing that, especially in Europe, is not very common that customers are used to pay for smart home applications. We are very careful in pushing this into the market. We have now, last year we made like 450,000 euros revenue, not a lot. This year we are planning with 1.2 million. Then it should go to 2.5. And of course, in this application, more and more we will add some AI functionalities that will make your life easier. That's anyhow something that is important for our app. Our app is still a bit too complicated for the normal user. So our geeks love it. Our geeks love it. What you can do with this application and with our product is fantastic, and no one else can match that. A normal user, if he digs a little bit too deep in the application, is lost with, oh, you can do JavaScripting, oh, you can do this, you can connect the devices directly without having a router in between, so that there are endless functionalities that we want to keep, but we will hide them in a version that is more for normal people that are just confused by this functionality. So there are a lot of things coming there, and that's cool stuff for 2025. AI is on the list.
AI is on the list. Very good. There you go. That's a nice soundbite right there. Well, I'm not a user, but yeah, like for me, I'm just thinking to myself, like I use Vivint and I'm just like, I always have to call them to like fix something and whatever. And we'll have to talk offline about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to.
Well, Wolfgang, to close us out here today, this is a quick hitter, but you know us, we just get jamming. From what you can tell us, what would you say then are some of the goals and value catalysts for Shelly for 2025?
Yeah. So I already said that we are launching new categories. So we will bring the locks to the market that we started this development last year. We hopefully will bring cameras. We are upgrading all our products to what we call Generation 4. That's multi-protocol. So you buy the devices on Amazon or in Home Depot or wherever. You go home and you don't have to think before you buy what kind of standard am I using today. It simply works in your home. So that's something that's really cool. We launched a wall display that is a size like this. That can steer your home whole home, all the Shelly devices. We have a functionality that's again more for the geeks. You can use one of our devices as a virtual device that can connect to any other brand that is in your home and can bring this in the Shelly application so that you have one place where you can steer everything. So that's a couple of things on the product side. And for the rest, we will in Europe, we will onboard a full sales team in 2 or 3 countries this year. The first one we have already signed. That will have a double role. So we got a really good team from one of our competitors. They will take a role for one of the Eastern European countries and a worldwide role for a specific product category that we are sure that will boost this category because they have all the connections, know everyone in the world. So we are super happy about that. Yeah, and we have a couple of other good things as well for the United States. This year at CES, I had the feeling that more people than ever know us from the United States. And as it started in Europe, it's more the top engineers. So engineers from other companies, engineers from our competitors, from companies like the security companies in the US. They were all at our booth. They were all checking the products, what is new. We are working with a lot of them about integration in their systems. So I see as well some light at the end of the tunnel in the United States. Now we will see what the import tariffs are changing, but I learned that they will be paid by the Chinese guys and not by customers. Let's see what happens.
Tariffs, it's like a 4-letter word here, so we'll leave it at that. But okay. With that, where can our audience go and find more information on Shelly Group?
Where they can find more information, of course, on our website, Shelly.com. On Amazon. So if you check Amazon and you see the reviews, I think that's always a place where you can go and you can find out, is this a company? Are the products good? Can I buy them? Are there problems? And you see that we have excellent reviews. And this is, I think that's the good places. We are on a marketplace of Home Depot. We hope that soon we will be in their stores as well. That would be a good breakthrough for us. But the main source, of course, is our own website where you get all the information. Shelly.com.
Very cool. Well, Wolfgang, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I'll see you in Vegas.
See you in Vegas. Thank you, Robert.